For members of the LGBTQIA+ community, coming out is a sacred process that is personal and requires a whole lot of permission on the inside. Amy Paffrath has the story of a transgender author who's encouraging and supporting others to blossom and thrive.
There's nothing like the loving support of those who know you best. Self-empowerment author Ashley Adamson can count on finding her book proudly displayed in her childhood home in Sherman Oaks when passing through to visit someone special.
Literally came down just to have my hair done and see Mom, because I'm going to go to Berlin next month and I'm going to see my boyfriend. And I'm like, I want to look good, and Mindy is so good.
Hairdresser loyalty aside, Ashley is happy to take up space. She currently lives comfortably in a tiny home in Washington State. But before writing the pages of Trans Kung Fu, her personal guidebook toward self-acceptance, she didn't like being so boxed in. 6 years ago, she was then living as a man and dating a woman who wanted to open their relationship. That opened Ashley's mind to a thought that had been popping up since childhood.
God, you'd be so pretty as a girl. And then the next thought would come in, but you're not born a girl, so like that doesn't really matter.
But it did matter, a lot. And like lots of trans people, she brushed it aside until 2018 when, much like checking the temperature before taking a swim, she started to test the waters of her identity.
I got the answers from here. And I said, okay, that's right, that's right. You know what? This isn't just a phase or a thing that I'm imagining. This is who I am. This is me.
Today, she's connected to her YouTube subscribers because of that inner confidence. She's finally comfortable in her body, and it's from that vantage point that the transgender coach shares with her followers, speaking candidly about her journey and opening up the conversation for others to do the same.
When you're going through some of the hardest things in your life, you really need something to channel your energy and to feel like you're the hero in the journey so that you can overcome all of these obstacles and challenges that get in the way. Because, oh my God, there's a lot of obstacles.
The biggest obstacle isn't the outer transformation, but the inner one, finding self-acceptance.
Trans people can feel gross, disgusting, horrible, like worthless, unlovable. All of these things kind of come packaged together.
Ashley is in a place of peace because of her effort and patience. Pretty sure that qualifies her as a Kung Fu master.
I am the material end of my own Kung Fu, my own methodical process in tweaking and making adjustments and really working hard to be the best version of myself.
As Ashley puts it, transition isn't about fighting, but flowering.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I love that so much. Amy Paffrath, good morning to you. I love that last line, Amy. Transition is not about fighting, but it's about flowering. So beautifully said.
Right. It's such a beautiful visual, too. Ashley is so full of wisdom for anyone going through a life transition, not just those who are looking to transition genders. I found her book super encouraging and inspiring in the context of just everyday struggles. So it's great for everyone. Pick up a copy at her website, ashleyadamson.com. It's also available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. And also her YouTube channel. Tell us about that.
Yes. Yes, Ashley's really built this strong network for the trans community. She says she understands that most people don't have the opportunity to get to know a trans person, so she'll happily be your first trans friend. You can subscribe at her YouTube channel. She's got tons of meditations and content on trans issues, but she's all about having an open dialogue, so don't be afraid to ask questions.
I think that is so healthy and so beautiful, that exchange.
I love what you said, too, that if, you know, for folks that are going through that process, that she'll be your first friend if you don't have a touch point. How beautiful. Beautiful spirit she is.
First steps to creating empathy, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's to see ourselves in the other. When you find they have more in common than not, that's where it all begins, that nexus, right?
Thank you. Thanks, Amy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, friends.
We are
As we head out to
holding
break,
ourselves.
Topanga Beach, look at how glorious.